Hello, this is the Radical Reviewer, taking a look at the books that are essential for understanding radicalism. This is the Radical Reviewer's 6 books on Radicalism 101. Number 6, Ishmael by Daniel Quinn, which I did a review for, by the way. Some people might argue that dystopian classics like Orwell's 1984 or Huxley's Brave New World have been cornerstones for getting people to question the direction that society is taking. The reason Ishmael makes this list rather than those other works is because 1984 and Brave New World are about critiquing the path our current society is on by looking at possible dystopian futures. Ishmael, however, critiques our current society by looking at our dystopian present. The urgency and call for radical immediate action based on our current society laid out in the book Ishmael lands it on my list. Number 5 is Everyone Really Equal by D'Angelo and Sensoi. This book is a light, easy read. The Forest and the Trees is an explanation on sociology in general, but this book is half about social relations such as racism, sexism, etc., and half how they function and how to deal with their function in society. This book is great for anyone who wants a basic understanding of how things like prejudice and racism function in our society. Number 4, Democracy for the Few by Michael Prenti. This book is a fun, funny, and frustrating history of the corruption and struggle and injustice that has been the little-known legacy of the United States from inception to today. Michael Prenti himself called this an anti-textbook because it stands in such contrast to the bland and uniform or patriotic and whitewashed standard U.S. history textbook. Number 3, The Communist Manifesto by Marx and Engels. This book just has to make my list because it stands as the poster child of radical literature. Although this book is over 150 years old, many of its ideas and critiques remain relevant to radical thinkers today. Number 2, Rethinking Globalization by Bigelow and Peterson. This text is a compilation of several articles and various selections from radical theorists. There are several books like this, such as Ruskick's Abuse Your Illusions. However, I think Rethinking Globalization is the best text of this variety and a must-read for those interested in understanding the injustices involved with modern globalization, which so many activists rally against. Finally, number 1, Lies My Teacher Told Me by James Loewen and A People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn. Although these are separate books, they pair together too perfectly to address them separately. Lies My Teacher Told Me addresses the Eurocentrism and covering up of brutalities that has taken place in many standard U.S. history textbooks. And Howard Zinn's A People's History looks at racial minorities, women, and the working class and gives detailed accounts of their struggles for justice. Although these books don't express very much specific radical theory, these texts represent the essential histories of the struggle for social change and the repression and censorship of those struggles throughout history. If you're interested in radical theory, looking for a book recommendation or whatever, you can get your radical book reviews here with the Radical Reviewer. Thanks for watching.